Now, the second step. So the description of these alternative scenarios or interaction is very much important, essential for complete understanding of the function described by a use case, because the use case will not be complete. So we need to develop this primary scenario. We need to ask certain questions, because this is just a narration. We have written it in the form of declarative sentences. Now the interactions, alternative. Can the actor take some other action at this point? Is it possible that the actor will encounter some error condition at this point? If yes, what it might be? Is it possible that the actor will encounter some other behavior at this point? That is, some outside event, some trigger which is beyond the control of actors. What will happen? What will be the behavior? If it is true, what it might be? So now we have to develop a secondary scenario. All these is the primary scenario. Now I'm taking the example of 6th and 7th, for example. 6th and 7th, we will try to develop the secondary scenario. Others, all we have to do. I want to just keep it summarized, so I'm just taking 2 of them. So we will be doing this secondary scenario for this primary scenario, which was already taken from the narration from the user. User is the homeowner. So 6th and 7th. The 6th is the homeowner selects Pika camera. The 7th one is the system displays the full floor plan of the house. Now the question is, can the actor take some other action at this point? The answer is absolutely yes, because actor can do so many things. Actor may choose to view thumbnails, snapshot, all at the same time, all cameras simultaneously. So the homeowner selects a Pika camera. Now he wants to see all of them. So now we have a new scenario added. That is, view thumbnail snapshot for all cameras. This is the new thing which has come up from answering this question. The other question is it possible that the actor will encounter some error condition at this point? The answer is yes. There can be multiple error conditions. What can it be? A floor plan with the camera icons may have never been configured. What does it mean? Every house is different. 1 floor, 2 floor, 3 floor. Every house, the installation of the cameras are different. So first you have to configure these camera according to the floor plan. Then only you can go to the next step. Okay. How can you pick a camera when the camera is not even configured? I hope you got the idea. So selecting pick a camera will result in an exception, or you can say an error condition. That can be no floor plan configured for this house, or no camera planning is done up till now. These are the alternatives. These are the interactive alternatives. So the secondary scenario we are making. One more question I said we need to ask. Is it possible that the actor will encounter some other behavior at this point? Yes. There may be alarm condition. For example, this all is security scenario. So there will be an alarm. So depending upon the type, the location of the camera, the system action, there are number of, the actor will be provided with number of options. It can be relevant to different kind of an alarm or nature of alarm. Now, because of the complexity of this situation, we cannot just solve it here, because we have to see the different kinds of permutation and combination. We have to make a separate use case that is called alarm condition encountered. I hope you got the idea. The answering of this question has created a new separate use case, because it has multiple scenarios that can be made, and use case is all about capturing a scenario. So alarm condition encountered will be a different use case. So what we saw here is error we are calling. Now let us call it as exception. Exception is just that if some condition failed, or actor is taking some alternative path, alternative he has chosen. So once he choose, there is a different behavior of the system. Once he choose this, there is a different behavior. That is an exception. So now we have to note the exception. We have to handle this exception, and then we have to write what are the alternative scenario we are going to write in order to handle the exception or the problem or the error or the failure or the alternative we have got after discussing this. And in various cases, even the exception will develop another use case, as we just saw alarm condition encountered. Okay, so the scenario can be created even from the exception. So we have to make new use case accordingly. Let us take an example. If you are sitting in, say, Canada, accessing your home at US, maybe the web-based interface is too slow. You are clicking so many buttons now. So here, how to do this? Because there are the problems which multiple problems can arise. So Cogburn, he recommends there has to be a brainstorming session, because we need to derive all set of exception for each and every use case. So the questions here, or the content here is, are these cases in which some validation function occur during this use case? The validation function is there, that may fail, that may pass. Are there cases in which a supporting function or actor will fail to respond appropriately? Because you are accessing the website through a remote location. So there can be multiple scenarios, multiple questions being asked, which Cogburn has recommended. Validation function, some supporting function failed, or can poor system performance can cause the improper or unexpected way. Say you have made a safe home software, but if you're accessing from, because you are bound by various say technologies and techniques and browser, etc. So you have to see that also.